You know, it was about 5 years ago where I sat in this same place here with Dave, who is the owner of Hot Lips Pizza, and we talked about this great soda that you came up with and started making. So I want to revisit that because I love the idea of local. I love the idea of being consciously aware of our choices, even in businesses. And you have really done a great job of this. And now years later, it's kicking in. So let's talk about the soda first and then talk about some of the changes.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Uh-huh.
So we're still at it. It's actually, we're coming up on our 10th year of making this soda.
Wow.
It was 5 years ago we were sitting here, and we're just trying to do the same thing but better,
Yeah.
consistently. And we have the 4 flavors that we're always making. The raspberry, marionberry, black raspberry, and pear. And then we have special releases that we do now and
Yeah.
again. The cranberry, and now a new one with Hawaiian ginger.
And you really do work at using, I mean, the stuff is locally. Now there's some exceptions like the
ginger.
The ginger. Of course, we don't really grow ginger locally,
No,
but
can't
you
do it.
still are very aware of who grows it and what they put into it.
Now the ginger is organic,
Yeah.
and we know the farmer,
Uh-huh.
so that's a really good connection. It's like the cranberry farmer. You know, we know Scott.
Yeah.
We visit with Scott. We go down and harvested the cranberries with him, and it's just like the other farmers. You know, we're really happy that we have local connections
Yeah.
and faces.
And do you still
connected
put
with
them on the label? where the
Yeah,
stuff
actually,
comes
if you
from? Cool.
yep, it has the varietal, the location, and the name of the farm.
So in the last 5 years, tell me some of the things that may or may not have taken you by surprise, but that are different, that has caused the company to grow and what directions you're going in.
Well, you know, working with real live things,
Yeah.
Food is a living thing. We were really surprised. For example, I was telling you about the raspberry batch we made, and you know, it's okay with me that you know, one batch might be a little redder, one might be a little more
Certainly.
fragrant. You know, what we want to do is make sure every soda was delicious. But we did have one batch that came from these raspberries that just had a ton of pectin in them, and I opened up the first bottle and tried to pour it out, and it was just like jam. It would not pour.
It just wasn't much of a pour, was it?
I mean, I wish I put it in a wide mouth jar because it was delicious. I just couldn't pour the stuff. So we learned that there's, you know, you have to be careful of what varieties
Yeah.
and what part of the season you're using your berries.
Because any gardener will tell you, if they're being forthright, nature does things that surprise us all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And so you constantly are learning and honing your skill and getting it better.
Yeah, it really is the challenge. And I think that what it takes is a lot of skill.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of training and a lot of communication. You know, we're constantly talking with the farmers. You know, we're tasting every 50 gallons or so. We stop and we actually make sure that the flavors are correct, the
Sure.
sweetness is correct, the acidity is correct. And, you know, we're using really simple things, the fruit, cane sugar, organic lemon juice, but already there's just a lot of complexity there.
Well, and it's the same passion that you put into your pizzas as well, because you use, is it locally ground wheat for it?
Actually, it's not only locally milled, but it's locally grown.
Nice.
So we have a group of farmers that we just had a big pizza party with them. Again, it was our 10th anniversary of working with local Northwest, mostly Eastern Washington wheat farmers, and the Shepherd's Grain farmers stop in now and again, and it's really a thrill, not only for me but for people working in the shop. The farmers stand and go, "Hi, mate! I grew that! I grew that!" And then we were talking earlier as well about the tomatoes.
Yeah.
And you know, we have several tomato farmers, and they come by and have lunch with us. And actually, I dragged one home to tell me what I'd done wrong with my tomatoes, and it's really cool. We talk about plants, we talk about politics.
Yeah.
And
It makes it all connected.
It does. And you know, if the farmers are out there and they're doing well, their customers are, you know, they're my customers.
Yeah.
Their neighbors are my customers. It's really makes it rewarding. And I've been at this now. We're coming up on our 30th anniversary.
Wow.
So, you know, you make 1 million pizzas, you know, you're looking for what's interesting, and it's really the people.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, if you've never been out to Hot Hot Lips Pizza. You can come out here. You have how many locations?
5.
5 locations. So you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website, find the one that's closest to you, taste the soda, enjoy the pizza, and really be part of a company here in this area that is really locally based and connects us all together. It is always a pleasure, Dave. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
my
much.
friend.
Appreciate it.